Hi everyone, it's Raquel Berman here, and today I'm creating a layout for Cocoa Vanilla Studio. The theme for this week is flowers and hearts, so I decided to cut one of the cut files that's available in the Cocoa Vanilla store, which I'll link in my blog post for Cocoa Vanilla. And I'm using the new limited edition 1 in a million kit, which unfortunately I think is sold out in store. The photo that I'm going to be documenting is this photo that I took of my kitties, and I'm just waiting for my printer to print it out now. But the photo I took and framed and gave to my husband for Father's Day, and the little sign says "Best Daddy Ever." So I thought I can add hearts and I can add flowers to this because I'm documenting their love for their dad. So that's the photo that I've chosen to use. I'm going 8.5 by 11 again for this layout, and I'll use the florals from this ephemera pack and maybe even one of the title pieces in here for the title for my page, and I'll take you along with me as I create. Okay, so to begin with, what I decided to do was back this cut file onto this gorgeous soft sort of pale pink floral paper. And what you'll notice that I'm doing is when I'm adhering that down, I'm not adhering it right up to the edges, and that's because, as you can see here, I've sort of miraculously sort of gutted out the center of that paper, or where that heart was, so that I could use the rest of the paper as what I thought was going to be the backing. And then I decided, no, it's too pinky, you know, pink behind the heart, pink on the background or as the backing paper. So I grabbed out this gorgeous grey spot, and then I've grabbed a doily which I've layered behind my photo. My photo's approximately, it's a little bit bigger than a 3x4, so I had to print it landscape orientation and then cut quite a bit off the edges, but I wanted it small enough that it would nestle nicely inside that heart. And then what I'm doing is going through this ephemera pack within this limited collection, and I'm just trying to find any of the floral pieces. So as I said at the start of the video, the blog is themed around florals and hearts this week. Super up my alley. I definitely love adding a heart and a floral to my pages, and this collection just made it really, really easy. So I've sort of done a little bit of clustering either side. Now, I haven't created a layout with this heart cut file in this size before, because this 8.5 by 11 size is definitely very new to me. And as you can tell from my uploads on my channel, I am really enjoying it at the moment. So I've sort of been doing this size just more recently, just while I'm getting back into the swing of crafting again, and it's really sort of invigorated my love or my passion, I think, for making at the moment. So what I'm doing is I've used that cut file, and I've sort of done a similar thing on a 12 by 12 before, where I've got that in the center. I've clustered to either side of the heart cut file, but this time because there's a smaller surface to work in, I feel like you've got to be more, not purposeful with your design, but you've really got to think. I feel like I really need to think a design through even more before I commit to placement and making sure it's balanced, because you don't have a lot of space to work with, and I find that I don't want it to look cluttered or too much, too busy. So what I've done is I've created that banner piece, which was from the cut apart sheet, and I really love the addition of that pale blue with the grey and the pink. And then I've decided that at the bottom of that, I'll sort of do a vertical layout really, although I've got clusters to either side of my photo. The direction that you're looking is from that main focal point of the heart and my photo to down the page, following the banner along to where the title is, which will be that Love You veneer, and then a little bit of journaling at the bottom, which explains what was going on with this photo or what this page is about. So because this mini collection kit only comes with the 5 double-sided papers, what I've done here is I have gutted the center. I just didn't want to waste any by sticking the whole white piece of cardstock on the back of that gorgeous grey spot. I couldn't even bear to think of wasting that little bit in the middle. So I've gutted that out, and then as you can see now, I'm just sticking some adhesive closest to the inner part that I've cut out, so that then I can add some machine stitching, which I went and did off camera. Then I used part of that piece that I'd taken out of that center to back my photo, just to give it another layer. I've added, and I ended up going through and grabbing some of the Hello Lovely collection that I'm pretty sure that Love You veneer was from that collection, as well as there's some buttons, and the peg is from there. Just some more of the smaller bits and pieces were from that collection. I just wanted some little bits to play with to add to the layout as well. So I'm adhering down the banner and the heart directly to the page, and then I'm adhering my photo layers there with some foam adhesive, so I've got the dimension happening in that center focus point of the page. Then when I'm adhering these flowers, some of them I'll adhere with a little bit of foam tape, as you can see there, and then some of them I'm just adhering just directly on top of the other flower, but tucked underneath the photo on one side and over it on the other side. Then I found these super cute bows, which I hadn't used. I'm surprised I hadn't used that one yet, because it's sort of a really nice small size. It's not too bulky, and it's just a really nice addition and pop to the page. So I've popped that to the left cluster. And what you'll notice is, because I knew I had the veneer title at the bottom, I needed to add, or felt like I needed to add, some more veneer to the page in 3 points, because that's just how I work. So I've added the peg to the top right of the photo, and then that heart which says either love or XO, it says XO, sorry. I've added that to the left of that cluster there. I didn't mention as well, I did add some more florals in that clustering and that layering either side of the photo. I had, when I was going through my Hello Lovely collection, I found some of the cut files, the floral cut files, in my bag of goodies, and decided to layer a couple of those underneath either side. So they're just cut on white cardstock, and they just add a nice layered look to the page, and they further bring in the florals, which is what our theme is this week. What I decided to do was print directly onto that label, which was from the cut apart sheet, and just type my journaling. I also typed the year, so I've popped that up near the bow. Now what you'll notice is I have made a little boo-boo on my typewriter, mucked up a little bit while I was typing. So I just typed that word that I wanted. It was Father's Day again, and cut it out and stuck it on top. So I've sort of made it look like it's meant to be like that, but I was actually wanting it to all be typed onto that piece in the one go. But that's okay, I worked with it and made it work in the end. I'm finishing off with some enamel dots from various collections, and that's pretty much the page finished. So you can see a lot of sort of dimension happening there. I really love how it turned out. I hope that you're enjoying my process videos for these size layouts. And yeah, any comments or questions, don't forget to leave them below. Like and subscribe if you don't already, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you all soon. Bye everyone.